small screen.
Okay.
But yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never really know what to expect.
No.
So, especially when you just dip in for a small kind of bit and then, yeah, it was, yeah, it really surprised me. It was really cool.
Yeah. We're seeing it again tonight.
Oh, cool.
Because I don't know what we expected really from it, because we hadn't heard anything about your part really.
Right,
Not much.
yeah.
So we don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But you attended Berlinale 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what has changed since then? Not in the world.
It's changed. It's 4 years. It's gone really quickly, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was with Cherry Bomb. I don't know. Lots of things, really. I mean, it's a very new chapter in my life, I guess, since finishing. A lot of things have changed a lot.
Yeah.
Kind of suddenly in the real world. It's a little bit scarier, I would say. But no, I'm enjoying kind of new challenges and going on new adventures. It's fun.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's kind of what appealed to me about this, was just, again, yeah, I've probably said it a lot, just being on a different set in a different country is just, I really love it. So yeah, and this character as well was just a role I'd never thought I would be involved with, and yeah, so it was. I just thought, yeah, why not? It's really fun.
Yeah, and it's also a film that's competing for the grand prize. Yeah, but I think that's something special too.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, it's fun because it's kind of a team thing, really. There's a lot of camaraderie, and it's, yeah, I'm just really pleased to be a part of it.
Okay. What was the most challenging part of the role, doing it?
Yeah.
Or was it just easy? Did it come natural to you?
There was a few challenges along the way, but I mean, getting used to Romania took a while. I mean, I loved the place in the end. I mean, the first few days it was quite disorientating because it's crazy. It's very kind of unpredictable and just a bit wild. But yeah, I loved that about it. It was great fun, and especially my character, I suppose, that was quite a challenge because although it was only kind of a tiny part of the film, it was just the character kept changing. Originally in the script I was German, and kind of got my head around playing a German person, and then there was so many accents in the film. I just thought it might be a little bit too much. So went back to English, and then I was a virgin at one point. It was going to be a weird another direction there, and yeah. So it was a lot of work, kind of figuring out who I was.
Yeah. Did you work on a German accent for that? Was it changed before you did?
Yeah. It was kind of the thing. He wasn't really German. This is complicated.
Okay, go ahead.
He took on this persona of being German.
Okay.
Because he was kind of obsessed with Boris Becker. Yeah. And it was kind of a joke that I kind of thought I was German. And yeah, I was trying to create an illusion. Just a bit weird. But yeah, it was too much, so we kind of dropped that.
So it was supposed to be an English person
pretending to be German?
Okay.
Yeah. And getting quite sensitive about if anyone found out he wasn't German.
Okay.
So it was confusing, which is why it didn't happen. Yeah.
But now that you mention boys, what would your real life porn name be if you could choose it yourself?
I don't know. I mean, it's not something I've really put much thought into. I don't know. This has come up before, I think.
Isn't it fun your porn name? It's like the name of your first pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some,
And
the street you're...
the
Yeah.
street that you first lived in and your first pet's name. So mine would be Bonnie Tranmere. Don't ask.
I think mine would be Hamish. Hamish Herondale.
What was your first pet name?
Holly. Holly North.
What did you want to miss it?
different direction.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the film, it's really important that they select the memory of their parents. That's a good memory when they die.
Oh yeah.
Which memory would you choose right now? We don't seriously.
Don't know. There's so many. Like, I guess like my first holidays were from to Hawaii.
Yeah.
That's quite cool. I don't want to think about my parents dying.
No. The good things.
Yeah, probably something like that. But we're going to work. I used to go. My dad had a shop and he sold Formula 1 stuff.
Okay.
I used to help out and pack, put tyres in boxes. That's quite fun. But yeah, so something like that.
Yeah. And we heard from James, not that we talked with him, but from Sundance, that there was a lot of improvisation in the scenes with you, with you guys. Did you like that kind of acting? And
yeah.
is it better than scripted?
I kind of like a script.
Yeah.
I like to know what it is. But yeah, I mean, sometimes, especially the nature of some of the scenes, the kind of drugs and stuff, it's all quite hallucinogenic, I think.
Yeah.
It does add something if there's something a bit unpredictable about it, a bit spontaneous. It's a nice layer to it. And, particularly in that scene, we had to kind of adapt a lot, because, I mean, Shia is quite... he is the character.
Okay.
I don't feel like I really met Shia in the nicest way. He was and he would go on like tangents, and I mean that particular scene was quite crazy, and we had to kind of adapt to that, and it felt really kind of natural because it was like unpredictable.
Yeah.
Scary. So yeah, it was that. Yeah, I mean, it's. I think it works in some places. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you could choose, what would happen to Carl in a sequel? The sequel about Carl and Luke. What would happen?
Yeah, I mean, we did actually film like a conclusion.
Okay.
For Luke and Carl. It was kind of like. I mean, it was just like us being detached from another.
Okay.
Because they actually glued us together.
Yeah.
So there was a kind of a little scene about that, and it kind of ties up. I quite like the way that it was kind of a mystery. You don't really know.
It leaves it open for a sequel.
Yeah, true. Yeah. True. That would be interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I like to think he survived.
Came back on time.
Yeah, he realised his dream. Yeah.
Okay.
That's your turn. We've got 2 more questions and that's
Two more
it.
questions.
Sorry.
So
Bye. It's just something completely different. We know that you were in LA last week, and you also cut your hair again. So, is there anything new to report?
Yeah, there could be. There's a few things kind of happening. The haircut is
Was
an
needed.
emergency.
Okay.
The haircut was needed.
Yeah. So yeah, that was kind of an emergency thing.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's gonna be some things happening probably soon. So yeah, I'm just kind of enjoying, kind of just carefully choosing what's next and taking it slow.
Yeah. But the fans have something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Okay. Mysterious.
Yeah.
Take it work.
Okay, the last thing we're going to do is, do you remember the photo interview in Oslo that we did? With the questions I asked and you answered with a face, and I took pictures.
Yeah.
We thought we might do that
I
again
haven't seen
because
that.
it was very, very popular with, with the fans. So the first question would be your face a few seconds before you bungee jump. Second one, you're about to disarm a bomb. You get a second.
Yeah, that probably was.
Yeah, the bomb.
It's probably quite similar to that.
Now the next one, you're bungee jumping right at this moment. And now, oops, I did it again.
Oops, I did it again.
It's a Britney dance, where you're not sure.
I don't know what that is.
And the last one, you've just survived a bungee jump. That was it.
Brilliant.